All right, thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining today's session. Today, we welcome everyone from wherever you are watching us from. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good day. We thank you all for joining. So today we are going to be, last week we were able to look at give me a moment. Give me a few seconds. Last week we were looking at introduction and end-to-end to fabric. Introduction and end-to-end. So this week we are moving on to data cleaning. I'll share my screen very briefly. Okay, so last week we were looking at introduction to Microsoft Fabric and end-to-end. And the recordings are uploaded on our YouTube channel in case you missed that session, so that you can avail yourself the opportunity and be informed on what was discussed during that session. So today we are looking at data cleaning, data transformation, and loading. And our facilitator today is no one else than Gloria Ibakama. So Gloria Ibakama is a seasoned data analyst and dedicated trainer.
Okay, can someone confirm they can still hear? Just to be sure, I want to confirm if it is my internet. Please, can someone quickly respond?
Yeah, I can't hear her. That's what I wanted to type.
Okay. So sorry, everyone. I guess maybe the internet of our location as at now. So, Madam Gloria, maybe you want to just go ahead. Maybe you want to share your screen, then we just go ahead. The recording has started since you requested. So please, you can take the floor.
Okay.
I'll try to do your introduction in my head. So, because I don't have any slide, I don't want to say maybe I'm driving or something. So everyone, please just relax. What we want to look at today that Gloria will be taking has to do with data cleaning. So last week we looked at fabrics introduction to fabrics, and that shows a bit of, let's say, brief, because it's intro to fabrics, and an end-to-end was actually done. One of the things that, while we wait for Gloria to share screen, that we will be taking home from today is that we are starting the series from today. Last week was just introduction to fabrics, and from what was discussed last week, fabric now give accommodation, let me put it that way, to not only Power BI, there are other tools or other software within that environment. So, but of course, at the end of the day, Power BI is the go-to guide that you will be using to visualize after you have done a lot of data factory work, data engineering. So that's why we are starting with Power BI. So the importance of Power BI can never be overemphasized. So based on the survey, we also, pushed out to everyone, majority or so. Oh, apologies. I didn't know my mic was muted. I just saw it now. So while we wait for Gloria to share her screen, I was just trying to talk around the fact that Power BI can never be overemphasized. I mean, the importance of Power BI, because at the end of the day, when all the things that are within, or the software or applications that are within Microsoft Fabric have done their work, Power BI is a go-to guide that will then visualize. So we are starting, and I was trying to say that based on the survey we pushed out, everyone, of course, the majority want Power BI to be done for. So reason why we're starting with Power BI. So Gloria, your mic is muted. Let me know if you're ready to shoot. Or let me also confirm if we can hear me, just to be sure that it is not from my end. Someone can quickly respond.
We can hear you, Mr. Jide.
Good. She's sharing her screen also. Awesome. So your mic is muted, Gloria, but we can see. I can see your screen shared. I can see your entire screen, but you are like on the browser. So, but just know that your mic is shared. I mean, your mic is muted. Sorry. So you might want to put your slide on projection too. Yes, I think I can hear you now. So you can see something.
Okay.
Your mic.
Can you see my slide? Can you see my slide? Jide, good afternoon. How are you doing?
Oh, very fine, thank you. So I can see your slide. You can put it on projection mode, and I believe everyone can see it. So everyone, no stupid questions. If you have any questions, I'm sure that Gloria will be able to answer that. So we can always drop our question in the chat, and if it's not something you want to do, you can show with a raise of hand. But of course, if there's no noise around you, please, you're free. So please, you can take it away, Gloria, but your mic is muted as at now. So while we wait for Gloria to on the mic. Okay, I think our mic is on now. Please go ahead.
Okay, welcome everybody. Good afternoon, good morning from wherever you're joining us from. We are excited to see you on this platform. A lot has actually been said. I would want to start this section by just allowing us to play around what we intend to do today. I'd want us to just take a few moments to to play a game to see our understanding, if that will be fine by everybody. Can you hear me? Can someone confirm you can hear me clearly?
I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear. Loud and clear.
We can hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
My name is Popola. I can hear you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, all the big guys on the platform. I'm grateful. Okay, I would just want us to type on our browser Kahoot. Let's just take a little game before we delve into what we have for today.
Sorry, how do we go about the quiz?
Just type Kahoot. Let me put it here. Kahoot. Yes. Kahoot. Yeah, just this one. Just put Kahoot and it's going to KAHOOT.IT. Are we there? Do we have? Okay. The game pin will come up 6794274. 6794274. 4274. Okay. And to see. Sorry, I'm trying to check. Okay, we're 22 people on this call. So we have 12 people. If you're having a challenge, kindly indicate. Please, if you're having a challenge joining, let's know, or else we'll start. So just type Kahoots, kahoots.it, and impute the game pin. We'll just give a minute or two for others to join. Okay.
I think we can go ahead with the game so that
Okay.
for people that already joined.
Okay, so let's quickly start. Oh my God. Jide, please, the screen visible. Okay. So we started.
Yes, your screen is visible.
Okay. Data Fabric enables seamless access to data regardless of its location. So let's see the fastest finger. And okay, so we're 14 and that's okay. LOL, that's beautiful. Please, let's proceed. Data Fabric replaces existing data system like data warehouse and lakes. 10 people got it correctly. And about 5, sorry. Wow. Okay, next question, please. Data security and governance are not important consideration in data fabric. Okay, I think we all got it. Let's take the next question, and that will be data fabric can improve data quality and consistency across the organization. We do have. Who is still leading? LOL and Walexi. Okay. What is the main benefit of data fabric within this? Cost reduction, simplified data management, improve user experience, and all of the above. We should. Okay, 12 people got it correctly. Let's see. Okay, beautiful. What does data visualization in data fabric do? Just a quick one. We're waiting 8 answers. 11, 12, 13, 14. Wow. Walexi had moved up. Okay.
Walex.
Walex. Okay, Walex had moved. Data fabric helps in compliance with regulations like GDPR, PCIs, and all of which one is the correct answer. Okay, so all of the above is correct. And
let's see who is leading. Alexi.
Walex is still
wow.
Top. Okay.
It's on fire.
It's really on fire. Data fabric helps to break down data in multiple ways. Choose the best options. Walls and barriers, compartments and partitions, silos and isolation, hierarchies and levels. 7, 8 answers. 10 answers. We're waiting for one more. Okay.
8 people got it.
Max is chasing.
Yeah, I think it's going to chase him. Let's see if he's going to win.
Okay, we're just getting close. So data governance in data fabric ensures dash use of data. What is the right answer? Efficient, organized, accessible, responsible. Which of the following is the right?
Let's see who comes up. Who's on the board? 6 people made it.
Yeah. Oh. Then
Ola is leading now. Wow.
Data
Alex,
fabric can improve various type of analytics. Choose the one it excels at. Okay. So
I don't know.
Looks like.
I don't know why the submission is rolling before submitted.
Ola is leading.
Okay.
I hope somebody is not withholding the network.
Organization use data. Okay. It's looking good. Question number 12. We just have 3 questions to go. What is the primary purpose of data lake? What is the primary purpose of data lake?
Ola is still leading. Wow.
LOL, it's coming. Chasing.
Yeah.
So fast. What type of data typically resides in the data warehouse? I think we waiting for
some people is withholding the network. We no go grill.
no grief.
Yes, no grief for anybody.
So,
no go grief for anybody.
Not even network can hold us.
Yes.
Laugh out loud. It's on top of the bird.
What are the 3 main stages of an ETL process?
I've submitted like 5 seconds ago. It's still rolling now.
Wow.
Okay, so it's extract, transform, and load. And I think our last question is, how can you monitor execution of an ETL process? How can you monitor execution of an ETL process? Check the file log, use the system performance metric, implement alerting system based on status code, all of the above. So what is the answer? We're waiting for 2 more people, and here we go. So the answer is implement alerting system. So let's see what our scoreboard looks like.
You Lagos people, we no go grill.
Alas.
No, it's not allowed. It's not allowed. It's LOL.
Laugh out loud.
Yes. Wow. So in our second position, we have.
Congratulations.
Please, can we mute our mics?
Let's mute our mic, please.
Send one.
Please, can you mute your mic? Sadiq. Thank you so much. Thank you. I hope we had fun while playing the game. I hope we all had fun while we're playing the game.
We can drop.
Can you hear me,
please? Drop our emoji.
That was Ojoro against me. That was Ojoro against me. Each time
that can be possible.
Each time I submit, it takes like 5-6 seconds before the final submission.
I think it was your network.
What did you Lagos people? What did you do differently?
It's your network, Mr. Kokwala.
So you are close to the network, more than me.
It is.
Let's check the winners table. Maybe Mr. Popola has come to the top now.
After
say
the
no.
game.
say no to 419.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Right. It was just a way to, just make us relax. We're all here to learn together. And basically today, we'll be talking on data cleaning. Can we see my slides? Sorry, let me just quickly note that.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
We can see.
Yes, I think we can see it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we're looking at data cleaning, the transformation and loading in Fabric. In essence, so how do we get our data and how do we transform that data and load it? How do we make sense of the data? It's what we're here to discuss today.
Hello, ma.
And
can you use presenter mode by expanding your slide?
Really struggling with.
No, just come down, where you have
yes, the last one, the last button.
The last one. Yeah, the last one. Next one.
The next one. Yeah.
No.
No, go back. The last button.
Okay, the last one. No, yeah, just come to the last. Yes,
click on it. Yes.
That's this one now.
No.
This one,
The one
the last.
This is reading. Yes, that's
the slideshow is not showing on your end.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay.
Okay, so basically that's what we intend to do today. And I pray God helps us and give us grace. Okay, so data cleaning, transformation, and loading in Fabric. My name is Gloria. Now, these are just the interface. Formally, we've been doing all our work in the Power BI. So if you intend to get Power BI and the data fabric, the link will be dropped on the chat platform. So once you click on this, it takes you either to the Power BI platform or interface or to the Fabric interface. So, but this is just what it looks like. This is the interface that you have the moment you click on your Power BI. So I will start with a quote, and this quote is by Oscar Guthrie, who is the Executive Vice President of Microsoft on Cloud and AI. He said, Microsoft Data Fabric is not just a product, it's a paradigm shift. It will fundamentally change how organization, how we assess, how we manage, and how we derive insights from the data. What is the essence of the data? It's for you to derive insights. So if you have a data set and no matter how bulky it is, and you're unable to derive insights from it, that means you have not made sense of the data or the data sets that you have. So why we're here today is to look at how we can make sense of our data. So formally, we have all those things in different compartments, but what Microsoft Data Fabric does, it brings all of that into one place. So we have our data management, we have our data engineering, we have our data science, analytic in one place. We have formally, all these things are in different but like just take a whole container and put everything together. That's what that data Microsoft Data Fabric is all about also. Okay, so basically 4 things we're going to do today. We're going to look at the data, transform data, load the data. So what are the challenges of data cleaning? Of course, there are challenges. Then in Microsoft Fabric, what are the capabilities that we have? And how do we schedule ETL using pipeline? And we'll just do a little demo with that. So what is data cleaning, transformation, and loading? Without proper data cleaning, which is extract, transform, and load, which we call the ETL. That's just the acronym for that. The quality and usability of your data will suffer. It will impact a lot on the organization. One, you will have a misleading insights that are meant to be driven or gotten from the data sets. It will be misleading because why? Your data is not properly cleaned. Inefficient data consumption. We also have limited data accessibility. So therefore, ETL in Fabric enables us to get insights, beautiful insights from our data sets. So let's quickly look at what is cleaning. If you don't have if you're new to this, so data cleaning is just what? First of all, identifying. You cannot extract if you've not identified how that data set is being saved. In what format is it saved? Is it a flat file? Is it on the web? Is it on Access? Is it on SQL and all of that? So you must first of all identify how your data is saved before you talk about cleaning. So identifying and correcting inconsistencies that we have in data within our source file. So you must know where your source file is. So when we talk about data transformation, we're simply talking on how do we convert raw data into a format that is usable for analysis, So why do you have that data if you don't intend to analyze that data? So in essence, so your ability to transform that data will help the organization on the long run. So loading, after you have transformed your data, most times you are not the only one that will work with that data set. Some people are actually waiting for you to finish the cleaning and start off their work. So you need to load. So loading simply speak about you transforming your cleaned and transformed data into a destination, typically like a data warehouse or a data lake. Hope I'm still audible.
Very
yes, you
audible.
are. Continue.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for confirming that. Now, I want to look at data lake and data warehouse. These are terminologies that we use frequently on the Fabric, on Microsoft Fabric. So what exactly is data lake? Data lake is designed to capture raw data, structured or unstructured data. We can get them put them on our data lake. So data lake will capture raw data that are whether structured or not structured. Whether your examples are like your videos, your audio, your text, your Excel file, your CSV. So data lake, storage into, and all of that. So what do we use the data lake for? One of the uses is explanatory data analysis. It's actually also used for machine learning and emerging technologies. So it is actually beautiful. But when we talk about data warehouse, we're talking about structured data, a data set that had been cleaned, a data set that had been processed and organized to a predefined schema. So all those cleaning had already been done before you bring your data set to your warehouse. Example, we have the SQL, the Azure Synapse, the Google, the BigQuery, and all of that. So the uses are historical analysis, reporting and business intelligence. So we have those kind of data stored in a data warehouse. We'll quickly look at the importance of ETL. Remember, the ETL is an acronym that stands for extract, transform, and load your data. Now, data cleaning. Now, if dirty data will definitely lead to a skilled analysis. It will not give us a reliable insight. So when we clean our data, it ensures that the data is consistent. It improves the data quality and actually foster trust that you derive from that data set. So that is the importance. Why you need to clean your data. So when we talk about transformation, we're talking about that raw data is often unstructured, like we have looked at the Lakehouse, unstructured and unusable for direct analysis. So you can't just pick that data set and look at it. So the first thing you actually do is, once you pick your data set, is to understand that data set. So what exactly is this data set meant for? What are the insights? So you can ask questions on that data set before you start cleaning. So raw data is often unstructured and unusable for direct analysis. So that is the essence of cleaning. So data transformation tailors data to specific needs. What are the insights I want to get from that data set? So those are the kind of questions you need to ask. So those questions you ask will enable you with your final analysis. Am I here to unravel something? What are the trends? What are the patterns on these data sets? And those are the kind of questions that you ask and while doing your transformation. Then the next, we have your data loading. I've already said that. So you get your data, you have cleaned up data, you have done a lot of transformation on that data. It makes it accessible for further analysis and consumption by various people or within your Fabric ecosystem. So you load your data. What are the benefits that Fabric brings to us? What are the benefits? So there's an automated workflow once you have cleaned that data set and the data set is coming. So when we talk about automated data flow, we're talking about inbuilt functions inside the Fabric that just help you. So you don't need to just go there and start all over and all over again. So as the data set is come, it's been refreshed. So you could do that. All of that is automated for that purpose. So integration of various data sources, even on the Power BI. So we'll find out that we are with that, you can connect with over 160 sources of data. So it doesn't matter how the data is being saved. All you just need to know is how is it saved? What is the name? And the Fabric would make a connection with that data set. So we'll talk about scalability. So we're talking about handling of large data sets efficiently. So in Fabric, it can handle, even if it's 1 million rows and above that, it can handle it efficiently. I think I've spoken about this. So what are the challenges you have with the normal ETL? So we have data quality issues, inconsistent date format. We'll look at it because basically when you start transforming your data, you are simply in the kitchen of what I call the Power BI, where you do a lot of cleansing. So when you get your, like you go to the market to buy things to cook. So there's a lot of cleaning that goes on in the kitchen before you bring the main dish out. So what we are doing is how good you are in cleaning up this data would definitely have an impact on the final output. So you have to look at inconsistent data format. What are the missing values? We also have integrity issues, challenges of ETL. So we have schema complexity, we have real-time governance and security, but all this have been handled on the Fabric aspect. So let's quickly look at additional challenges that we have. Technical expertise. Maybe in an organization, you don't have that expertise, people that could look into such kind of data set or make cleansing. So this can also affect your data, cleaning or your final outputs. How do we overcome these challenges? Fabric can actually help us. Fabric can help us profile our data and clean that data. So Fabric offers tools that identify and clean data quality issues efficiently. So it does that efficiently and effectively also. So from that data profiling and cleaning, we also have data flows and pipelines. So with this low code or no code solutions, it actually simplifies data integration and transformation of workflows. So we have managed services also in the Fabric. So your data Fabric, like your data factory and Synapse, can handle complex ETL tasks, no matter the volume of the data that you have. So, and lastly, we look at data governance and security. So Fabric enforces governance policies and offers security features to protect sensitive data. So we also take a brief look on how we could perform or schedule an ETL process using pipeline. So we'll quickly get to the demo. Before that, do we have any questions so that we could handle that as we go? Do you have any question?
Am I here? Question, you can either raise up your hand or drop your question on the chat. I think you can go on. We'll pick the questions as we see them on the chat.
Okay, if you're actually following us, can you just type on the chat yes, so that we know that.
Okay, Rashid hand is up. Hello, Mr. Rashid.
So, okay, thank you. Thank you so much for this session. And I'm just concerned. We've been hearing Fabric, and we are still learning Power BI. We have not gone anywhere with it. We're still doing so. But Fabric comes suddenly. So does it mean that Power BI will be forgotten? Or I need an understanding. Because now Microsoft said, okay, it's Fabric we are going to now. And for what I can see, Fabric has come to stay. So what will be the hope of the people still learning Power BI or still struggling, or people that are newbie that do not even understand, that are just, they are newbie, they just want to become a data analyst? What will be their hope? Or what would you advise them to do? That's my question.
Okay, thank you, Rashid, for that question. Now, if you don't have, I personally feel if you don't have an idea of how Power BI work, you may struggle with Fabric. So it is important that you go learn what you have on the desktop. That's Power BI desktop before proceeding to Fabric. So it makes it actually easier. But if you're a fast learner, so I don't think Power BI will be thrown away, because it's actually what your understanding of that you bring to the Fabric. But it's usually also the same interface. Now, the desktop actually affords you to work offline without you being online. But the Fabric, I think it works, is there out. You have to be online to do that. So, but it's actually beautiful. My suggestion would be go and learn, do the desktop. If you have an understanding of it, then proceed to Fabric. I don't know if I make if it's clear.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are, because I've been getting a whole lot of calls, people asking me a lot of questions. Which one is Fabric? How do we go to do it? We're still learning Power BI desktop. So that was why I had to put that question forward, so that, because some of them are on this call, so that they can know that desktop is not just going to go away like that. It's a platform that you need to go and, as you have explained. So thank you for your response.
So it's an emerging technology, and we need to evolve with technology. So just go catch up and come on the platform. So we can't, you can't be left behind. There's a lot of catch up that you need to do. Okay, so let me quickly let's dive in and just share.
Hello, Madam Gloria.
Sir.
Can I chip in something?
Go ahead, please.
All right. So the idea is that Microsoft Power BI has 3 ecosystems. It has the Power BI desktop, Power BI mobile, and Power BI service. So the idea is that the Power BI desktop still existing. The Power BI service has been moved to the Fabric now. So Power BI service used to be on the Power BI platform, but that Power BI service has been moved to Power BI Fabrics, whereby the third ecosystem still exists as maybe Power BI mobile in terms of internet web browser or mobile applications. So, thank you.
Okay, thanks for that update. Yeah. Okay, let's quickly move on to, let me share. And can you confirm you can see?
Yes, I can see your screen.
I can see your screen, but it has gone off from my end. I don't know if it's only me. Okay, I can see it now.
I think she was trying to see the Teams channel.
Okay. Okay, so on Fabric, if we want to just take a trial and see how we are able to get in our data, extract our data, then clean, do a little bit of transformation, and load that data subsequently. So this is the interface, I think also. And if you could just share that.
Okay, just that link.
Yes, for the fabric. So once you click on that link, it will definitely, this is the fabric to definitely bring you here. I just wanted you to see that. Okay, so the first thing to do is to get yourself familiarized with all of this. So this is your home tab, create, browse. Remember we talked about one link, this. So the first thing to do is just come to where you have your workspace. I hope you can see that. So you have workspaces here, and you have my workspaces. They are two different things. No, to create a new workspace, you have to click this. Your workspaces simply talk about the workspaces that you have before, or on the platform that you have. It's just like you are on a platform, you've been added on to a platform, either on WhatsApp or another. So you see yourself there. That's where my workspace is. But if you need to start to work, you need to come to click this workspaces, and I'm saying create a new workspace. So you'll see this interface, create a workspace. So the first thing to do is, just like you want to save your file, so you have to give it a name. I need you to Nigeria.
Please, I need back a little, ma. Please, ma.
You said?
Hi, Glory. I want you to move back a bit. Maybe you go back to where creating workspace. You can click cancel and then click on new
I said the moment you
workspace.
get to the, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Very loud.
So the moment you get to this environment, the first thing to do is to click on workspaces. And I've differentiated what's workspaces and my workspaces. So we intend to create a new workspace, and that's why we are here. So once you click on the workspace, you will see this interface that shows new workspaces below, or new workspace rather. So you click on it, and it will bring up create a workspace. The first thing to do is to give your workspace a name. So you want to give a unique name. I want to say Niger. So if that name already exists on your listing, it will bring like a message to show you that there's a problem here. You already have this workspace, so that you rename your file, just a normal thing. So what kind of description? Maybe probably used for like a demo. So just give it a description. If you have a logo, so you just upload the logo. Once you click on upload, on and probably you have a logo. I think let me check if I have. Okay, let me just repeat this. Once you say okay, the logo will just come in, assuming the logo of the company that you're working with. So once you click, you can upload that logo, and the next thing to do is to click apply. Are we following, please? So once you have clicked apply, so this is where we are. So you come to this place and click new. There's a drop down there. It shows you your report, your paginated reports, and you will have more options. And in some system, you have show all. So if you click on more options, it's going to open up the interface that we spoke about. These are the little silos that we have. We have data engineering, data factory, data science, data warehouse, and all of that. So well, let's just go with creating a lake house where we'll store in that data. So what do we call? Give it a name also. Let me say 9 fabric. So I created a lake house with that name, and here we are. So it's actually showing it on this place. So once you get to this interface, we intend to bring in our data. So which is the normal thing we do on the Power BI desktop. So you could see all of this. Do you intend to upload the file, or you want to get, the data, whichever, the get data interface we have. This also, the interface we had before actually speaks about, just like what we have on the desktop, your get data, your Excel, and all of that. To just give it a few. So this is the interface that we have, just like our Power Query, but this is your Power Query on the service, on Power Query on Fabric. So you can get your data from Excel, from SQL, from a text CSV, from a data flow. So which is what we have here. But if we click on more, it's showing us your data source. Remember I said, no matter how your data is being saved, it's for you to actually know, is it a packet file, is it a data flow, and all of that. So let's quickly see. If you view more, you are going to see a lot, over 150, 160 data sources. So this is a list of the data source that we have. So it's important you know if your data is stored in a PDF format and you're clicking a text CSV on Excel, of course, you won't get that data. So you first of all have to know how it is saved. I intend to bring in an Excel file. So once you click on the Excel file, is there a link to the file, or you just want to upload the file? So this file is sitting on my local computer. I just want to upload the file. If the file is, saved elsewhere, just put it out, or you have a link to that file, you could do that. As long as the credentials are correct, you would make a connection. So my file is uploaded successfully. I want to click next. Just a few. So if you're conversant with the desktop, so it's like this is an environment where we all know we get data interface or a navigation pane when it comes to that. So this is the data set. So I choose, you can have a lot of tables on that file. So you choose whichever one you want to bring in. So you have to look at it and choose whichever one you want to bring in. So I want to bring in just the sales file. So are we looking at, are we seeing the sales file? So let's quickly have an interaction. The first thing is to understand what your data set having, what it's all about. So can somebody look at this data set and actually tell what the data set is? What do you think in your idea? Just look at it and tell us what it is. I'll call names of.
So I can see salesperson and the sales maid. Oh, I'm no longer seeing the screen. Oh.
Sorry, sir. I wanted to call names before. Okay, go ahead, sorry.
So I can see salesperson based on region, whether north, east, south, and west. I see mark. I don't know if the mark is name or what they score. So for me, this data,
you don't know if the mark is what?
That mark, if it's a name or is a score.
Oh, okay.
I saw mark.
Okay.
I don't know if it's but for sales, I can see that it's talking about people's sales performance based on their region.
Based
That's
on
what
their
I
region.
can understand. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the first thing we do. Thank you for that. That's the first thing we do when we have a data set. We take a look at that data set. Before you start your transformation, do you need to ask questions? Even if they've given you a link to where that data set is, okay, you're looking at it. What question, what do you intend to unravel from that data? That should be your topmost list. So look at it and try and see that at least you understand a little bit of that data. So taking a look at these data sets, so we're seeing salesperson, we're seeing different region, we're seeing names, and we're seeing some figures attached to that name. So we don't actually know what those figures are for, but we're seeing regions and we're seeing figures under those regions. Now, this data is actually dirty. How do we begin to make sense of that data? So we have successfully brought in our data set into the fabric. So the next thing is to clean up that data. There are a lot of transformation processes that we can have on our data set. There are over 350 transformation that you can carry on, and you need to get yourself familiarized with this from all these buttons, from the home, get data, manage options, parameters, and all of that. You are seeing, choose column, remove rows, and all of that. They actually drop downs on all of these things, split the column, your data type. So these are the things you need to play around with to understand your Power Query. Most of the cleaning you need to do, you try and do it here. So we have said that this sales look like a sales data. We're also seeing dates. So we're seeing 2018-0101, 2018-0102. So it looks like 2018-0103. It looks like a daily sales made on different dates. So let's quickly start our transformation processes. And we want to get these dates to stand on its own. The date is actually here under the salesperson, and we can't do much with it here. So I was also actually talking about also transformation processes. So we have like transform. On this transform, there are also transformations that you can do here on add columns, there are transformations, and on your view and all of that. So why on my add a column, I intend to add a column so that I can have my dates separated from my salesperson. So I've clicked on add column. If you're on home, you just quickly come to add column. And what do I intend to do? I want to add a column is it from all the columns? No, I've actually just selected the salesperson. So I'm saying from selection. So I've selected, can see it has ticked that first column. And what I want to do is underneath it, my mouse. So I want to just bring only the dates. (2018) I want to bring 01, 01. You have to be very careful to ensure, because I've clicked out, I clicked on add column, and I'm saying column from example. What that simply means, from the example of, you are giving Power BI like a tip on what you want, and Power BI is very intelligent, so you need to be very careful. So what I want is just the date 2018 I brought in the 01 on that day. So I would just click OK. You can see that it's actually bringing everything down. So if I say here, just click OK. Let's give it a few. So we're seeing this. It's actually like a duplication of what we have on that, but what I want. There's something we call data types in Power BI. It simply means how your data is being saved, what type. And those sets, and what I need to get I can either come in from this angle to do it, or another way is just where you are, you can right click on it, and it would also bring an interface for you where you can perform transformations. This is a bit easier. So what do you intend to do? I want to change my data type. So it is actually presently saved. You could see the ABC, the alphabet in front of it, ABC, showing that it is a text. But what I want is a date. So if I click on the date, and just in a few seconds, no matter if it's 1,000,000 rows, Power BI will do that transformation for you. So that transformation will be done. So it has seen the dates, but where I have those names, it's actually bringing them out as errors. These are names and they are not this. So if you also right click on it, you see this interface about things that you can do, duplicate column. I'm seeing errors here, but what I intend to do is to replace error. So it's asking me, which error do you want to replace? All the places that you have error, I want it to put as null. So what it means is that wherever you find error, insert null there. So once I click OK, and so you could see that the errors are no longer there. What I have now is null. So what I remember, what we intend to do here, we just want dates. So it means that all these dates here, all the, I have 1 2018 and null. All these null, it's meant to be 1 and there are ways to do that. So I'm just going to say here, fill. In essence, fill down what you have there. And once you do that, you could see that we have our dates. So on the first day for James, Tim, Mark, and Jane, these are the dates. Then we have 1, 2, starting like that. So these are ways to clean up our data sets. So let's go to this column 2. Remember here you have your data type. The arrow beside this thing is where you have everything that is on that column. This little arrow here, where I'm pointing at here. So to check. So these are the figures that I have. But what do I intend to do? I want to take away the null from it. I don't want null. Am I still audible? Please, Anne?
Yes, you are audible.
Oh, okay.
Can I ask, please?
Okay, go ahead, please.
You know, when you were filling down, you did the error first, then the null, and fill down, is it? And the process, I think the process was a bit long. Why don't you just do, or can you just do fill down with the dates rather than first doing the error, then fill down? Do you understand what I'm trying to?
I didn't get that question. I changed the data type to text.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, and it brought in error.
Yes. Then you did the fill down to the dates. Can you just do fill down and it fills down dates rather than it bringing down error, then fill down to the dates?
I think it's intelligent. Whichever way works, where it works, it's real. Whichever way you intend to go about it. Okay. Did that answer the question? Okay. So we have taken out null from our column. So these are ways that we start cleaning our data. Let's look at this salesperson. So we're having not here, not. So we can also take out that not so that we could have Let me quickly explain that whatever step we take, part of the places that we need to be very conversant with while working on our Power Query is these settings that we have here. Whatever you do, this is, whatever step you take will definitely show here. So if you find out that, no, I don't need to carry out this process, I don't need to go through this step, you can come here and uncheck it. So we need to get ourselves conversant with that. Then on this first column, I want to remove salesperson. So I have these names and I also have total here. Total is not the name of a person, so I would want to take total away from there. So our total is gone, and we could also do same for null.
I'm not hearing anything. Could it be my network, or is it only me?
No, I'm not hearing too. I think Sadiq hand is up.
We might need to call our
sorry,
presenter.
sorry.
Maybe she's
Gloria,
okay.
maybe. Are you
She's aware now. Sadiq, do you have question?
Back.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, Gloria, you need to repeat yourself a bit.
Okay, so I was just talking about the transformation processes that we have. So in cleaning up our data sets, we are looking at it, so it's getting a little bit cleaner. We're taking out the null and all of that. So the next thing we intend to do, you could see that we have column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. If you leave your data set, there's something we call naming conventions, you know. If you leave your data set and you clean it like this and you take it and you do your visualization on it, you know, when you are presenting either to your stakeholder or to whoever have that business. So what you'll be having on your visual will be column 1, 2, 3, and it does not actually make sense. So there's what we call use first row as headers. So we could see that we want to take out that's those column 1, 2, and all of that. So we're seeing, we're taking out that row. So we have 6 person, north, east, south, and west, and we have here. So we would want to change this to transaction dates. So also this name, this date, this salesperson. So I want to take away this figure, all the, you know, the letters, numbers that we have in front of them. Can someone give me a suggestion? What do you think we should do? I think I've done. What do you think we should do?
Split the row.
Okay, that's another way. Any other person?
So no, from what I'm seeing, I think I'm not sure, but it looks like
be sure
they don't look to mean the same thing.
Okay, they don't look to mean the same thing. Why do you say so?
Yes. Like, for example, looking at the first 4 names, you have James, T, Mark, and Jane. And then the second, which is 6, 7, 8, and 9. If you notice, Mark in number 6 and 7 don't have something similar, which means there's a possibility that the both of them are 2 different persons.
That's actually beautiful.
Yes, I feel those numbers are like maybe a work IDs or something. I've been looking at it.
Maybe they are work IDs. Yes. Okay. Oh, maybe now, you agree with me? Someone speaking? If someone says speaking.
I think maybe it could serve as the primary key, perhaps. The numbers beside them.
Okay, you will agree with me that. Who is speaking, please? And can you find out someone? I think someone is actually speaking.
No, go on. She's done. She said she's seeing it as a primary key.
Oh,
so
okay.
You can
okay.
go on. Yes, you can go on now. Yes.
Okay. So, like we said, if you don't take a very good look or a second look at your data sets and you just want to, okay, I want to do away with these numbers and all of that, you know, you would not notice that. But if you take a very good, it's very important for you to look at your data sets or your data, the figures that you have, and try to make a little sense out of it. So we have seen that this mark is quite different. If we take out that number, this figures in front of it, which may stand at maybe as their as an ID for them, you understand? When we do our visualization, we only have, when we put mark, you know, it will be two. Oh, am I still here?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yes, you are.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. So that was quite good. That was quite good, you know, to leave this names and all of that. But when we look at this, I want to take drag these transaction dates maybe close to this. So we can be seeing the dates. Yeah, go ahead. Someone asking, someone's hand is up.
Can I ask a question? In the sales persons column, you know, in Power BI rule, text aligns to the left, while numbers or figures aligns to the right. For this salesperson, Mark, James, they are in the middle. Can you explain what is responsible? Did you understand my question?
Figures are towards the left and text. You know,
is it only me that is not hearing? Can anybody hear the presenter? Because me, I cannot hear it.
I think our internet
has issues. Yeah.
Is my network? Yeah.
Okay, I just want to be sure that it's not only me. Thank you.
Our network is dragging.
Laurie, are you back?
Give her a few minutes, please.
And please, can you hear me?
Yes, no, we can hear you now. We can hear you now.
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear now. Please. So you can go.
I guess Mr. Poponla had visited my network now.
You can go.
Okay. So let me just quickly run before this network. I don't know, is actually just fluctuating. So I think it's because it's saved as a text, and that's why it's reading it as a text. So what I intend to do now is to change my data type . Can you hear me?
We lost you for a second.
We lost you for a few seconds.
So sorry.
But we can hear you.
I'm just changing the data type for the north east for just this as to whole numbers. Network is acting up. Okay, we can see I'm having this error message. What did I do? What did I do?
I feel the error is coming up because those places where you are seeing error has north, east, west, and south. So you are changing it to whole numbers to see it as errors.
Okay. Is that GD?
No.
No, not GD.
Okay. Let me deselect not from its first. That voice sounded like GD. So.
No, it's not GD.
Thank you for that. Okay, so this is data sets looking cleaner than when we brought it in. Now I would want to I want to pivot this. Sorry, my laptop is. I want to unpivot these columns so that it's readable, is clearer when we're doing. So I'm going to change these attributes here. I'm going to rename it to region. And this to either quantity or amount. So we can see from this that we're making sense with our data set. So we have our transaction dates, we're seeing James, the salesperson, we're seeing the region, and we're seeing the amounts. So this is just a little way how we clean up our data sets. So we have done transformation, and let me quickly see. How we could load and just do maybe just schedule a refresh and just take questions. You could see that the data flow that we're loading is just, the moment it's done, you get a prompt to tell you that, yes, your data is in. You could see a data flow, so, successful. So we could come here, we're talking about how do we schedule a refresh? Let me just use this. So just the usual thing we do is, sorry. So just give it a name. This network behave yourself. Okay, so just we're here, we're trying to create that. So just on your activity. Let's quickly check our data flow. So this is a data flow. You know, like we talk about when you do a refresh. So in essence, if you get to this threshold, or if it what would you expect to do? I need you to send a mail. So you could look at the icon here. So I'm going to click on this icon and say, okay, what do you, if it doesn't refresh, what are you supposed to do? This mark says on completion, send a mail. That's what it actually means. On completion, it will trigger a mail. And this one is if it fails to, if that process fails, it will trigger a mail. I think I prefer if the process fails. So I'm going to say, if it fails, just quickly send a mail. So these are the ways that we do that. So you can see so it's activated. I don't know why this. So let me just come to this setting. So okay, yes, Nigeria platform. So what is the data flow one? So this is the refresh. Sorry, I'm looking for, there is a refreshment. But this is just the way that we used to create that automated workflow. What it simply means is, I don't know why it's not actually coming up. It was actually meant to I'm supposed to get an interface that will tell me to just impute the message. So what it simply means is, it quickly said, assuming Rashid is the boss, and you say, okay, the data flow was unable to refresh. Please kindly take a look at it. So in the moment it's unable to refresh, it will quickly send a mail. But this is how we go about it. So let me just take questions why I struggle with this. Anne, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. You are audible.
Okay. So I'll just quickly take questions. So, but this is just simply what we do when we schedule a refresh. So the data flow is there, and if it gets to a threshold and is unable to send, it's unable to refresh. If you click here on failure, it will definitely send a mail. On completion, it will also send a mail, whichever one you prefer to go with.
Rashid's hand is up. I think he has a question. Hello, Mr. Rashid.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
You have the floor.
Thank you, our moderator. Thank you, our speaker for today. This is a very insightful section to me. Whether workflow trigger or workflow did not trigger, what is important to me is that I just don't want to understand how data are being cleaned, how they are being transformed on Fabric, because obviously the way to navigate on Fabric is a bit technical than the traditional desktop that we're all used to. So my number one question is this. I don't know if our speaker will be magnanimous enough to release the slides for this section so that when we are looking at the video, we are not just reading, we can marry the two. That's number one. Then number two, the data that she used in performing the cleaning, can we get it so that at least let us be able to repeat this process so that we will be sure that, okay, when we are moving to the next level next week, we are not lost? Those are my 2 questions. Thank you.
Okay. I'll drop them immediately with the moderator, and I think she'll do the needful.
Thank you.
Are you here?
Yes, I'm with you. That's correct.
Okay. Do we have any other question? I'm actually done.
Questions, please. You can drop your questions on the chat.
I have a question.
Or you can unmute and share your question.
All right, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, loud and clear.
All right, so for me, I personally use Microsoft Fabric, especially like the Power BI service, where I just connect to my data source that is on-prem, you know, using the gateway, and then schedule refreshes for my reports, my visuals. So I just want to know what's the difference with this, or why should I move to having the data flow, bringing in the data into Power BI service itself? Like, would that not take space on my Power BI service, you know, with having different capacity units, if you're using premium capacity and all that? Like, what's the difference? If naturally I already connect to my data sources that are on-prem, why should I then now go through the data flow? I get mails for when, let's say my scheduled refreshes fail already. So I just want to sort of know the difference or the benefits of doing this process that you just did. The only thing I can see difference is the fact that you can actually do your edits on Power BI service, because naturally when I want to edit things, I have to go to my desktop, do whatever edits I want to do on my Power Query, and then republish. But I just want to understand the whole data flow, having the data on your, so is it that you get an email notification if your data flow fails and if your report fails? Are they both different things? So I just need some
okay.
Let's see that aspect, because I already get mails for where my reports do not refresh. So is it I also get an email where my data flow doesn't refresh, or what exactly?
Yes, you will get an email when your data flow doesn't refresh. So I think it's basically the same thing. You know, it just I don't know. Maybe I missed one of this step. I don't know why it's not, because if the flow actually went through, of course, what it's going to ask for is the names, that's the email addresses of who it's being addressed to. So it's going to just send a prompt to that person that the data, you know, refresh field, kindly work on it or see what is the problem. So I think basically it's the same thing. It's the same thing. So you may not have to do this.
All right. So for this, the way you were able to get this data into Power BI service, I lost you at that point. Like, what exactly did you do to get the drop downs where you can choose which of your data sources, whether Excel, whether SQL Server, MySQL? Can I just see like what point or what you actually did to get that data into Power BI service?
I think you click on workspaces.
Okay.
Then you create a workspace, you give it a name, then you move to get data. There's an icon that comes up immediately after you have given. So you from here workspaces, new workspace. So once you give it a name and all of that, then you apply. Once you click that apply, you see new. On that new button, that is where you will click. You see new, you move down and you have more options, or show all. I don't know which one is showing on your system. Then you now click whichever one you want. When you click that show more, it's going to bring out that interface where you have, just like what we have in on your desktop, Excel, CSV, and all of that. So you just choose the right one that you intend to use.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Chiamaka. Anyone else with questions, please? You can drop your questions on the chat, or you can raise your hand and just unmute and share your question. Our facilitator is ready to answer your questions.
Okay, so I have a question, and it's really not related to the teaching or the training session now, because actually our trainer actually did a great job, and I want to really appreciate her for what she has done. My question is actually around the form that the survey form that you shared in the chat. It's a little bit confusing in the sense that we don't know the rating method, whether one is good and then 5 is bad, or 1 is bad and then 5 is good. You know what I mean? So just maybe explain a little bit about how the ratings work on the Microsoft form survey that you shared with us, and then that way we'll be able to give our honest feedback regarding the training session.
Okay, so can I respond to that, Anna, can I respond to that?
Yes.
Okay, so
yes, you
thank
can
you.
go ahead. It seems Gloria is either muted. She's not muted, but we can't hear her. So you can go on.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
So, I know majority of us, we have been rating feedback in the time past. You know, when they say rate from 1 to 10, obviously 10, you know, the higher you score, the better the performance. So that is why how it is designed. So you rate. If it is poor, you can pick 1, or maybe very poor, you can pick 1. But if it is that maybe you are extremely satisfied, you can pick 5. You understand? So that is the way the form is designed. So the higher the number, the better the performance. Do I answer your question, sir?
Yes, please.
Hello?
You answered my question.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. And also there is a link that's, I don't know if Anna shared that. That's the
I've
metric
shared
that
the link. Just explain the rating as well.
Okay, and also on the feedback form.
No, Rashid has explained the one on the feedback form. Explain the one on
there is also metric that matters. I don't know if anybody has filled that. I have filled mine, but if you have not filled that metric that matters is a platform created by Microsoft to help us assess our presenter, to tell us how she has performed. It will ask you some questions, your email, and it's a bit lengthy. So I don't know. We still have time. Maybe if I have the approval of the moderator, maybe we should just, all of us should open that link now, metric that matters, and fill now. Because as we fill, we will see.
You have the permission, sir.
Okay. So please, everyone
so
everyone on this call, as we are here, let us open up our metric that matters. It's already in the chat room. When you click on it,
again.
So when you click on it, it will first of all ask you for your email. You put your email address. When you put your email address, it will show next. You click on next. If the field that maybe you are in finance, you are maybe in your industry, just put those simple information. Then you rate the performance of the presenter, because we need this feedback to make us do better. We are here today based on feedback. People said, no, we want to learn Power BI. So that was why we are here to, first of all, introduce you guys to Power BI. So when you rate this presenter also, we know whether she has performed or she did not perform. If she didn't perform, that means we'll for sure I won't call her the next time. But if she performed very well, obviously we'll still bring her again. So it's left for you to tell us how she has performed. then it will help the platform also to plan better and do more. So let us open it now and fill it. It will take some seconds. It's about 15 questions. Just agree, strongly agree, disagree. You know, it's just simple click, simple click. I just did mine on my phone now. So you need to do yours. And when you do it, please type done in the chat room for us to know that you actually did. When you are done, you type done. That's actually did. So me, I've done mine. I'm typing done in the chat room now.
Yeah, okay, we have Mr. Rashid.
This is also to appreciate everybody for being on the call. Yeah, I appreciate everybody. Feedback is the lifeline of any business, so we need to get your feedback, and also it actually helps us to work better. So I appreciate everybody for feeling it. If you're still doing it, thank you so much. Thank you from the bottom of our heart. So, and you have the floor, please. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Gloria. Gloria, you are so amazing. We had an amazing session today with you on board. And we thank you so much for sharing your wealth of experience with us. And we hope to have you on board. We hope to have you on board when next we call on you. So thank you everyone for joining. Thank you everyone for joining. I hope you enjoy our session for today. And we are looking forward to a very great, amazing session next week. And so we wouldn't want you to miss out. Like we've done last week, we've shared the link for the previous week recordings on our YouTube channel. This also will be uploaded on our YouTube channel, and the link will be shared with us. Please, if you have not joined our WhatsApp platform group, you can do so via the link. I shared the link to the group chat earlier on. Please tap on the link and join, so that you won't miss out on the information about this.
I just added the WhatsApp. I just dropped the WhatsApp group again for everybody to see.
Okay, so Mr. Rashid has helped us to reshare the WhatsApp group link. So kindly avail yourself the opportunity to join. More information will be shared on that group chat platform, and we hope to see you same time next week. Mr. Rashid will be our facilitator for next week, so I know you won't want to miss out on that session. We are going to be having data modeling and DAX function on how to use DAX function to do our aggregation on Power BI in the Microsoft Fabric. Yes, Mr. Sadiq, your hand is up. Hello, Mr. Sadiq.
Okay, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for this great opportunity. I really actually commend the organizers of this event. It is what I want to just say is, for next week, I would like to request if we can actually get the data set, like if it is like an hour before or 30 minutes before we start this, so that we can able to get in our systems, and then we can be following
we can have hands-on. Yeah,
so we can have hands-on. So like if like that, we can have more interactive sections, and then everyone can follow through, and then questions can always flow through. I think what I've noticed is we only have few questions because people are not actually practicing, or there was no data set to use. So we'll have more questions, and then everybody will be able to interact. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. That is quite taken, and is quite well noted, and we are going to do just that. And for this one as well, though you don't have much questions due to that fact that due to the fact that it wasn't shared earlier before the session, but be sure that it's going to be shared on the platform. And as you do your hands-on, please drop your questions on the group chat. We have so many experts on that platform, and they'll be responding to you as you drop those questions. So you still have that opportunity to ask questions based on the data set that was shared. If you have any challenge in navigating through either to the Microsoft Fabric environment or your data cleaning in the Microsoft Fabric environment, so you'll be well attended to. Okay, so we got you covered. For next week and then for subsequent week, we are going to share the data set with you, so with everyone on the platform. So thank you very much. We don't want to take your time for granted, but we hope that you actually enjoyed your time with us and it wasn't a wasted 2-hour session with us. So thank you very much. We appreciate you. God bless you all. We'll see you same time next week. Have a pleasant weekend ahead. Thank you so much. Our facilitator, thank you so very much. You did an amazing job. I learned a lot from what you shared with us today. It's very insightful and informative. Thank you so very much. You are blessed. Have a blessed weekend. Bye, everyone. Okay, Mr. Rashid, we want us to turn on
hold on, please. Let's turn our camera, please. We need to have a picture.
Mr. Rashid,
let's
we want
turn
to
our camera on.
Camera. Let's take video, selfie time.
Okay, let's turn on our camera so that we can have a snap. We need to put it in our archive. Let's see your beautiful faces. I can't see anyone yet. It's only me.
Sadiq.
Hello. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Sadiq, thank you.
Thank you, Joel.
Gloria, can you please turn on your camera?
I have done that.
Thank you. Let's on our cameras, please. Let's on our camera.
Yeah, I see.
I'm not seeing Gloria. Is it my network?
I told her to put on her camera just a while ago.
Okay, others should try and put their camera on, please, so that we can shut down. Okay, okay.
It will have to be your network. Better relocate because I'm here.
Okay, thank God. Me, I can't see you.
We can only see your IG.
Oh, okay. My camera has been on. I don't know.
Okay, Sadiq, thank you. Oluwakemi, thank you. Mr. Joel Akirile, thank you. You are such an amazing person. Olanle,
thank you.
Osesa, I hope I call it correctly. I apologize if I made a mistake. Don't mind me. I'm just from a very local village from Osun State, so my pronunciation might not be that good. Just manage me as I am. We appreciate you so much. We treasure your time. Thank you so much, and God bless you. See you same time.
Mr. Rashid, have you taken the camera? Have you snapped?
Yeah, I've done that.
All right,
I've got the screenshots. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Let's have an amazing weekend. Bye, everyone.
See you next weekend. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah, bye, Franca. Nice having you.
Thank you. And have a nice weekend, everyone.
Yeah, same here.
Gloria, well done.
Hello, Franca. Hello,
Gloria.
Thank you, Anne. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well done, Rashid. Well done.
Should be my network or yes.
No, I can hear you. Your camera didn't come on though.
You, Franca. Hi.
Hi dear, how now? Gloria. Long time. How you doing?
Happy New Year. I think my network is bad.
Okay, I can hear you though. Yeah. Okay, have a nice weekend, yeah?
I'm good, and you? I'm good.
Oh, great. Okay, great, yeah. I think your network is delayed.
I think my network is bad. It's actually fluctuating.
Yes.
Thank you so much.